Chapter 196, Waiting for a Price. Zhu Tui's odds for the second match had dropped drastically. Zhang Ziking regretted his decision and pinched his inner thigh a few more times. He had missed the best opportunity to make money. Zhang Ziking bet 1.5 million on Zhu Tu in the second round. However, with the odds of 119, he did not even earn 300,000 yuans. It was foreseeable that Zhu Tui's odds for the third round would be lower. Just as Zhu Tu and Zhang Ziking had expected, Zhu Tui's odds for the third round quickly dropped to 1 to 1.09 within 2 minutes. It was too low. Zhu Tu almost vomited blood when he saw this. Should he have fought harder in the first 2 rounds and suffered a little? Will it get him higher odds? However, Zhu Tu would not do that even if he could get a higher payout, because that meant that he was risking his life. Zhu Tu wanted to earn more money. However, between money and life was the most important. Zhu Tu felt indescribably depressed as he looked at the odds that had dropped to 1 to 1.05. If this continued, the odds would get lower and lower. The money he could earn tonight would probably not meet his expectations. Zhu Tu could not help but think of something. Old Zhang, if I bet everything on my opponent winning and then immediately admit defeat after I go on stage to mess around, can I play like this? Zhu Tu asked. Zhang Ziking instantly looked as if he had seen a ghost. Brother Zhu, you must not. The challenger is allowed to bet on himself to win. However, if the challenger bets on his opponent to win, I'm afraid we won't be able to walk out of Sea Paradise once we're discovered. Also, if the referee determined that you had deliberately admitted defeat or faked a match, then regardless of whether you were willing or not, you would be thrown into the unrestricted arena and only be released after 10 matches. It was very rare for someone to be able to survive 5 rounds in a restricted arena, let alone 10. Brother Zhu, we can't think that way. Zhang Ziqiang's terrified expression made Zhu Tu rub his nose awkwardly. I saw that the odds were too low just now and suddenly had that thought, I definitely won't mess around. Thank goodness, thank goodness. Zhang Ziking felt as if his heart was about to burst from fear. Brother Zhu, the Sea Paradise has been open for so many years. Basically, all the loopholes that we could think of have been blocked by them. Many people even paid the price with their lives. We just have to follow their rules and earn some money. You understand, there was no suspense in the third match. In the third round, Zhu Tui's odds dropped to 1.04. It was pitifully low. Zhu Tu placed a bet of 2.09 million. The final bonus was only 80,000 yuans. In the end, the balance of his anonymous trading card became 2.17 million, then 2.24 million. The appearance fee for the third consecutive win was 70,000. Old Zhang, why do I feel that the opponents here are a little weak? There are already 3 opponents, but they are still inferior to the second-year seniors in our school. Many of them were in their mid-20s. I feel that they're very weak, Zhu Tu asked in surprise after he returned from the stage. Zhang Ziking stared at Zhu Tu with a complicated gaze. Brother Zhu, is the Wuxia Genetic Evolution College the top university in the entire Wuxia sector? Yes. Basically, at least half of the top geniuses in the entire Wuxia sector have entered the Wuxia Genetic Evolution College. The Wuxia Genetic Evolution College had the best cultivation environment, the best teachers, the best genius students, the best auxiliary cultivation equipment, and a large number of discounted cultivation resources. To put it bluntly, studying at the Wuxia Genetic Evolution College for a year was equivalent to 2 to 3 years of bitter cultivation for ordinary people. As for the newcomers who are participating in the competition here, although they are old, their strength is really not that great, Zhang Ziking said. Sigh, not to mention your combat strength. Zhang Ziking no longer wanted to talk about Zhu Tui's strength. Does that mean that I'm going to sweep through this arena? Zhu Tu was stunned. However, Zhang Ziking shook his head again. Brother Zhu, you can't be so confident. The 3 matches you won just now were all for newcomers. If you want to continue the battle later, then your opponents are completely different. Almost every time you win a match, your opponent's strength increases exponentially. You must not be careless. Moreover, after 10 consecutive wins, the age rules will be relaxed again. You have to be careful, Zhang Ziking instructed. Don't worry, I understand. By the way, Brother Zhu, let's withdraw from the next round. There's no hurry to register, Zhang Ziking suddenly said. Why? Zutui did not understand. Brother Zhu, you'll understand in a while. According to the requirements of the regular arena matches, the newcomers would be able to leave or enter the arena after their 3 consecutive victories. In other words, Zhu Tui could choose to leave after his 3 consecutive victories. If he wanted to fight later, he could ask his manager to request to enter the arena again. After the newcomer competition, it was time for the regular competition. Anyone who won consecutively would be called an arena lord. Those who were interested could freely challenge the arena lords of all levels. The arena lords of all levels could accept the challenge or reject it. The degree of openness was very high. Of course, in order not to cause a scene, the organizers of the Sea Paradise also had their own challengers. At the same time, the organizers would use various methods to make reservations, especially the highly popular challengers. Being liked or disliked by the audience was considered to be very popular. After Zhu Tui expressed that he would not be going on stage for the time being, the organizers immediately contacted Zhu Tui's manager, Zhang Ziking. Brother Zhu, the manager here contacted me and said that if you continue to defend the arena, they are willing to double your appearance fee. If you are willing to challenge the arena, the number of arena lords you challenge will be countless times more than the number you challenge in every match. The appearance fee will be on top of your current foundation. It will be doubled, Zhang Ziking said. Zhu Tui instantly understood that Zhang Ziking had suspended his entrance earlier because he was waiting for a good price. Some of the audience members hated Zhu Tui for making them lose money. The other group was extremely curious about Zhu Tui. They wanted to know just how powerful he was. Zhu Tui was well aware of the rules of the arena. Among the 21 newcomers just now, only Zhu Tui and another person had won 3 consecutive matches. Those who won 3 matches in a row would automatically become the arena lord. According to the rules of the regular arena under normal circumstances, anyone who had won 4 consecutive rounds or less, or accumulated 5 or less wins, could challenge Zhu Tui. This was called defending the arena. Challenging the arena was even easier. Zhu Tui could challenge all the arena lords who could fight today as a challenger. There were a total of 20 arena lords who could fight at any time today. Among them, there were 7 arena lords who won 4 wins, 4 arena lords who won 5 wins, 3 arena lords who won 6 wins, 2 arena lords who won 7 wins, 1 arena lord who won 8 wins, 1 arena lord who won 9 wins, and 2 arena lords who won 10 wins and above. The basic information of all the arena lords was displayed on the big screen. At this moment, 3 of the 4 wins arena lords and 1 of the 5 wins arena lords had already been challenged and arranged to enter the battle sequence. According to the manager of the regular arena in Sea Paradise, every time Zhu Tui challenged an arena lord who had more consecutive victories than him, the appearance fee would be doubled. This was also a way to increase the income and atmosphere of the regular arena. Zhu Tui aka Huang Tianba, the challenger, was relatively popular today. It did not matter whether they liked Zhu Tui or hated him. They believed that as long as Zhu Tui went on stage, he could increase the atmosphere and increase the number of bets. According to the manager, Zhu Tui's appearance fee for his 3 consecutive wins was 80,000 yuans. As long as Zhu Tui continued to fight, he would receive an additional 80,000 yuans, regardless of whether he was defending or challenging the arena. If he challenged the arena lord who had won 4 matches in a row, he would have to give Zhu Tui another 80,000 yuans. If he challenged the 6 wins arena lord, he would be giving Zhu Tui an additional 80,000 yuans. After a battle, the appearance fee would reach 400,000. That was quite a lot. However, Zhu Tui cared more about the profits he would get from placing his bet. If he challenged someone above his level, his odds should be slightly higher, right? He would be able to earn more money. Of course, that was if he won. At the same time, the risk that he had to take increased exponentially. Old Jung, what are the strength levels of the 5 wins or 6 wins arena lords? While Zhu Tui asked Zhang Ziking, he secretly gave Huang an order. Huang, use the available information to compare the information of the 5 wins arena lords and all 6 wins arena lords. Alright, I need some time to compare the information. I need about 10 to 30 minutes, Huang said. All the best, Huang Tianba. At the same time, Xun Ziking looked at Zhu Tui. Brother Zhu, do you want to challenge someone of a higher level? Yes. Zhu Tui nodded. There are too many uncontrollable factors when it comes to defending the arena. The risk is too great. Who knows what kind of people will appear? However, if it was a challenge, although there was not much information here, it could still be used as a reference. Moreover, the candidates were chosen by me. The uncontrollable factors were also reduced to the minimum. Most importantly, if I challenge someone above my level, the odds should be higher, right? Zhu Tui said. That's true, Brother Zhu, based on the information I've gathered previously. The lowest level in any arena with 3 consecutive wins and above is a genetic mutant. There are basically no genetic liberators. You're an exception. The combat strength of those who won consecutively would definitely be stronger. If you want to challenge someone above your level, my suggestion is that with your strength, you should choose from those below the 8 wins arena lords. The strength of those below the 8 wins arena lord was basically in the genetic mutation realm. However, there might be genetic evolution stage experts in those above 8 wins arena lords. Basically, those who can secure the position of the arena lord for 10 consecutive wins are either top-notch experts in the genetic mutant realm or genetic evolvers. Xun Ziking gave Zhu Tui a range. So I should challenge the 7 wins arena lords and below? To prevent any accidents, the 7 wins arena lords should be out too. For the sake of safety, the highest opponent of my cross-level challenge will temporarily be the arena lords with 6 wins, Zhu Tui said. Brother Zhu is wise. Xun Ziking gave Zhu Tui a thumbs up. Oh right, which one should we challenge? There's no hurry. Let me study it. 20 minutes later, Zhu Tui's communication device vibrated slightly. He had received a series of information from Huang. Zhu Tui made a decision after reading it twice. Old Jung, tell the manager here that I want to challenge the arena lord with the codename Fire Lotus.